WHO says there are a lot of unknowns about this disease, from the source to how it spreads and its clinical features.
We don't know the source of this virus. We don't understand how easily it spreads.
It's urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus that has now killed more than 100 people. The total number
restrictions. They don't want to see a repeat of SARS, similar to this, we think, which happened back in 2002.
If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus.
What is the most resilient parasite? The bacteria? The virus? An intestinal worm?
Thank you for your question. So, my name is Ain Sabrina Binti Sabri from HR Management in Department of Statistics Malaysia. To answer your question, Department of Statistics Malaysia, formerly known as Bureau of Statistics, was created in 1949 under the Statistics Ordinance 1949. The only figures available at that time was external commerce and estate agriculture. The name of Bureau of Statistics was changed to the Department of Statistics Malaysia in 1965, and it was governed by the Statistics Act of 1965. The department's function and role has grown to encompass the economics and social sectors in the data or information acquired. The Department of Statistics Malaysia is a primary government body tasked with collecting, interpreting, and disseminating the most up-to-date and real-time statistics for monitoring national economics and social growth. The department's headquarters are at Putrajaya, while state office can be found in every state. To further boost the data gathering efforts, operational office were established in numerous states. Last but not least, this department started using IT in their organization from the beginning. Before we start further, we should know what is information technology. Chandra et al. 2012 cited in Shabanaswamy and Tabrizi 2012 define information technology as a branch of engineering that combines computer science and telecommunication science. To be precise, information technology can be described as any technology that can help to produce, manipulate, and store data. The world has entered the era of globalization owing to information technology. Most governments in most countries believe that the implementation of IT may assist economic growth, both domestic and international. This reason would be a reason for Malaysian government to devote special attention in developing and implementing various measures to facilitate the widespread adoption of IT across the country. Thus, information technology as one of the most important instruments has the potential to speed up the growth of the Malaysian economy as well as enhance human life. In Malaysia, the government attempted to invest in IT infrastructure as part of a 6-step plan in order to accelerate the development of a complete network.
Thank you for the question. Some IT implementation in our department during this pandemic is we do the online meeting using Teams, Google Meet, and Zoom. With all the workers working from home, the higher-ups cannot monitor their subordinate work physically, but it can be solved by doing online meeting on this platform. Second, the workers use a system accessed from home using virtual private network (VPN). It plays the crucial role as the overall digital defense, especially when the workers are working outside and far from the department building. The data and secret of the department need to be protected from the invasive eye. Next, our department also successfully conducted an online survey to collect the data. Even during the pandemic, our main task, which to prepare most up-to-date and real-time statistics, still needs to be carried out. Some of the survey that the department managed to conduct are National Labour Force Survey, Manufacturing Survey, and etc. The last IT implementation that I can share today is the worker that works from home can submit a report using an online template. For example, we use a system named SpotMe to directly record the time in and out of the office or any work location directed for public sector employees. We admit that there are several challenges that we are facing while implementing IT in this COVID-19 situation. One of the major challenges is there is lack of communication between people in the department. Furthermore, people may have a different level of need in communication. The higher-ups can't truly monitor and control time taken for the workers to reply the email, call or group chat. A simple conversation that normally can be completed in a few minutes need hours to be accomplished. This also sometimes lead to a delay in a decision process. Second challenge is the worker are depending on the bandwidth capacity of the internet at home. Working from home are actually more complicated than how it sounds. To ensure all the online meeting and download and upload activity becomes smooth, the high-speed internet is needed to accomplish it. Furthermore, internet speed may change according to the worker's location. It is because the signal of the internet could vary depending on the coverage area, and sometimes there are internet interruptions happen during working time. This stressful event will surely affect our workers' motivation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Hidayah binti Azman and I will be covering the part of discussion, the summit perspective and also the conclusion. In consideration of the pandemic, the company has started to let the employees work from home to protect them from the virus. For the well-being of the employees and the future of the company, several actions must be done to overcome the difficulties of working throughout this pandemic. Implementation of information technology in the company is crucial to ensure the progress of the company will be smooth in the future. Thus, it is important for every company to learn more on how to use the best technology in the company. Since the meeting between the employees cannot be done face-to-face, the use of technology is needed to conduct a virtual meeting. This kind of virtual meeting was already used even before the pandemic happened. For companies that are already familiar with this technology, there are more advantages than other companies which just started to use it after the pandemic happened. Our generation should be more eager to seek new knowledge about the information technology since it helps us in a various way throughout our life. In the context of a company, it can be productive and profitable the faster they learn and apply the knowledge of the technology in their company. Most of the company undeniably compete and usually the one which conquer the knowledge of the information technology first will have the rapid growth in their business. There are many applications and software which can easily be obtained by people nowadays which may lead to the misuse of the technology. The security of the company regarding the evolution of the technology also can be developed so that the company will be safe from any misuse of technology during this pandemic COVID-19. Every company should always be prepared on what will come and master in the field of information technology for them to plan and overcome any obstacle coming in their way. From the perspective of Islam, the use of modern technology is encouraged as it helps toward the development of positive thinking, the ability to innovate and trigger the drive for self-improvement. Islam encourages people to use technology reasonably, and if it can benefit the user, it is not harmful to use it. The Quran says to act morally in every situation in life using any tool in life. Technology is a tool that needs to be examined in the same way every other action a Muslim partakes in. The Quran states, those people who race to search for a good deed, those are the people who will be more advanced. Taking the example from the situation of pandemic COVID-19 that have affected everyone worldwide, resulted in movement control order in a particular country that has a limit for everyone doing their work. Here comes the usefulness of information technology in helping people settle their works remotely. The use of information technology benefits the workers and the employers in maintaining the company business like before the pandemic happened. It is already mentioned in the Quran that Allah SWT created much more innovation in the future to help His creation. And when He sent the problem to us, which is the pandemic, He will indeed send the solution too. The important thing is how we use information technology and how we can use it to bring benefits to others while improving our life and solving the problems. In conclusion, the implementation of information technologies has brought many advantages rather than disadvantages to the company. If the company cannot adopt this technology, they will not be able to compete with others in the industry that has already innovated through this technology. To be like other developed countries, Malaysia should use technology as a solution, and to implement it, the company needs to adopt it first like other developed countries. The pandemic COVID-19 has proven the importance of information technology, where the company that did not quickly adapt to the technology cannot survive. As the technology keeps changing and improving, the company also will be able to improve and enjoy the benefits provided. If the pandemic COVID-19 is over, the people and companies will not go back to where they were before, as it is much easier to use the technology in everything that needs to use it. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.
The purpose of this interview is to know how a company implement their IT during COVID-19. So we would like to ask a few questions. Firstly, can you give a brief introduction about your company?
The Department of Statistics Malaysia was established in 1949 under Statistic Ordinance 1949 and was then known as Bureau of Statistics. The statistic produced then was limited to external trade and estate agriculture. In 1965, the name of Bureau of Statistics was changed to the Department of Statistics Malaysia and was operating under the provision of Statistics Act 1965. The department's function and role had expanded, whereby the data of information collected included the economy and social areas. The Department of Statistics Malaysia is a premier government agency entrusted with the responsibility to collect, interpret and disseminate latest and real-time statistics in the monitoring of national economic performance and social development. Our department headquarters is located in the Federal Government Administrator Centre, Putrajaya, and has a state office in every state. Operational office was set up in several states to further strengthen the data collection activities.
When did your company start using IT? Is it from the beginning?
Yes, my company started using IT from the beginning of its establishment.
Oh, I see. So, how your company involved in IT, especially during the pandemic of COVID-19?
Okay, during this pandemic COVID-19, our company are using online meetings, such as by using Teams or Google Meet and Zoom. And then our staff also can access system from home by using a virtual private network, which is known as VPN. And then we conduct online survey to collect data, such as the labor force survey, manufacturing survey, and etc. And then the reports submitted are using online templates such as SpotMe.
Does your company improve your IT service, especially during the pandemic COVID-19?
Yes, we did improve.
So, do you face any challenge while implementing IT in your company?
Yes, we do face some challenges, such as lack of communication and then depending of the bandwidth capacity of the internet at office or at home.
So, what is the best achievement throughout implementing IT in your company?
Okay, we successfully established a system for the implementation of population and housing censuses used at the national level. And then many internal systems are developed to improve the quality of data distribution, such as the Statistic Data Warehouse, Big Data Analytics, and Malaysia External Trade Statistics Online.
Okay, for the last question, I want to ask, what are your long-term goals or expectations for IT in your company?
Our long-term goals or expectation is to be achieved by the use of up-to-date and relevant statistical technique and technology, and by continuously improving the knowledge and skill of the department staff at various levels. Next is our goal is to ensure the maximum use of superior technology and statistical methodology, and to conduct more face-to-face, to conduct more online meeting to reduce the face-to-face meeting. And then we want to ensure that online meetings are made more effective and decision can be made immediately anywhere.